Hello Gemini, Sun and Rising and Venus, especially Venus. Welcome to your reading or welcome back. I am DirtyFlowerTarot A.K.A Dirty Flowers, and this will be a love message, love reading for you all. Okay, for the name and the sake of Valentine's Day, just a love message for the Geminis, Sun and Rising and Venus. Especially Venus Geminis. Today is not the day. As you can hear, I got a little like rain ambiance with the little fireplace because you know it's love week. Okay. Okay. Gemini. So I did past, present, and future for you, right? So Gemini, for your first card you have, let me turn this down. Distracting me. First card you have is number 28, building blocks. And it's funny because in my head I was like, still trying to build a home, huh? Like, still trying to build a home, huh? I don't know why. But then you have number 44, thinker. Aquarius energy, could be dealing with Aquarius. And you have number 19, flexible. So I do remember a while back for Geminis this sense of finding home, right? You have number 2, yin in the back of the deck. This sense of finding home, or finding a home. But clearly, since this is a love message, finding home in someone, right? So I feel like you were building the blocks. You were probably blocking a lot of people too. I was getting to, but you were building the foundation. Possibly, even if it's not with a particular person, possibly just trying to find out your true values and what you need and what you want from a partner and with a partner, etc. Right? And especially with this thinker energy, a lot of you right now are thinking presently, what do you want? Like, what do you want in the future? Like, what happened in the past? Possibly situations that may have happened in the past, and thinking about things that are happening now, so that when you find someone, or if you're with someone right now, you guys can build something better or build something together, right? You also have flexible, right? Number 19. And with that, I get, again, you are building something, right? Maybe you probably are thinking about a lot of things that you have been through, and you're building something, but you're remembering, or a lot of you do need to remember to stay flexible. And what that means is stay your true core value, especially if you built yourself up. Stay your true core self, but adapt as well, right? Because things do happen, right? Especially when outside sources get involved, like, you know, not to say like it's a third party situation, because that's not the case. I don't get that from this so far. But, you know, things do happen. I feel like the only third party that should be in this relationship is spirit, alright? Because then if that's the case, that's not really a third party. But let's just get into it. Messages for the Geminis, please. Sun, Rising, and Venus. Okay. So you have the Judgment card. Okay. You have Page of Swords in reverse. That's you thinking. You also have King of Swords. Okay, Aquarius energy again. You have the World card. So off the back, with the Judgment and the Page of Swords, right? This is you thinking. There may have been like a last call for something, meaning like you may be making a choice on who it is, especially with the World card, right? You have a lot of options. Okay, let's say Virgo. You could be dealing with the Virgo, but Gemini. You could have a lot of people looking at you, right? Because everybody's looking at her. You could have a lot of options, and now you're kind of thinking of like who to go towards, right? I feel like you have an idea, but you're not really sure. That's why you're presently in this thinking energy, right? But I feel like you do come out on top with the decision, with the World card and the King of Swords, right? Because the King of Swords has mental clarity. He knows exactly what he is thinking, and he says it and he expresses it fluently, right? So I feel like eventually, once you get out of this thinking mentality, right, with the Page of Swords, in the near future, or in the future, essentially, whatever, because, you know, time is relative, but in the future, you will clearly see and decide who you want, right? I feel like you will stop seeing people from those rose-colored glasses with the World card, and you'll start seeing people for who they are. Yes. Some of y'all have options and y'all don't know how to balance it. It's okay. You also have the High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles. So a lot of you may have been really trying to focus more on work now with the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. You've been trying to, I feel like you've been trying to avoid this decision and trying to balance your priorities through work, through other things. But I feel like your intuition is literally calling out to you to make a decision with the Judgment and the High Priestess. It's time for you to finally say what it is that you need to say. If this has nothing to do, like if you don't have options, right? There may be options within your relationship, meaning there may be certain things that you want in the relationship versus what they want, right? And now it's kind of like you have to speak clearly about what it is that you want so that it can come to that flexible, right? That flexible movement, you know, that equal give and take, that balance, right? Something is out of balance right now, and I think that's because you're trying to focus on one area and they may be trying to focus on another area, when you both should be coming together and compromising and working it out. And, you know, but there is something to, I feel like there is something to do with money if you do live with this person. Essentially, if this is for single people, your intuition is literally calling you, right, to make a decision. Yeah, you guys are thinking really hard. Now it's time to speak. And the outcome for this, right, you have the Four of Wands, all right? So I feel like for those that are single and with someone, obviously if you're with someone, it's just going to enhance. But if you are someone who is single, I feel like you do finally pick a person, and I feel like you will pick the person. I feel like you do have high intuition with the High Priestess, right? So I feel like you are listening to yourselves, you're listening to your gut feeling, and you are picking someone who is for you and who is aligned with you, especially with the High Priestess. And then you have the Four of Wands, right? So it's gonna, some of you could be getting married, some of you could be getting to a higher level of commitment, especially with the World and the Four of Wands, right? Some of you could be again, just moving it up, right? Moving on up, right? You could be moving in together, especially with the Queen of Pentacles. Let me get one more. Yep, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like this could be possibly a past person who comes back, right? After all the things you have gone through, it still ends up being this one person, right? Essentially, though, I feel like it does come back around. So if there has been some struggles, whether you were single or whether you're in a relationship, I do feel like it does come back around to love, to commitment and to these higher levels of commitment, right? And you guys, I feel like it will be fruitful, and I feel like you guys will, you know, have abundance, right? You have the Four of Pentacles in the back, so I feel like right now, this is you right now thinking, maybe closing off your energy from people, to really sit and dwell and think about who it is that you really want to go towards, right? Well, let me pull out the romance angels, right, to end this reading. And then listen, you also have I forgot to mention, right, because this kind of correlates with the Four of Pentacles, the Yin card, and that is feminine energy. It doesn't mean you have to be a woman. You could be a man or it could be a woman, but this could just be like with the High Priestess, right? You letting things come to you. Possibly you should let the person try to work for you if you are single, or even if you're in a relationship, to really see clearly, right, people's actions, if they're really meant for you, as well as letting the answers come to you, right? Again, I feel like some of you guys just need to like probably literally sit and meditate and think. Some of you just need time to think, right? You've just been doing with the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. You've just been doing, but not really like having the time to sit and think. So right now is a great time to just sit and think, right? What I tell you, so you have wedding. This situation involves marriage. You could be married to this person, or you could be getting married. Sorry, I'm about to spoil it, but there is an engagement happening, right? You have engagement. Your life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. This person is not engaging. They do want to be in a commitment with you. Possibly a monogamous traditional relationship with the wedding card or something, right? But you do have deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. I feel like this could be the both of you, or this could be you, in terms of not truly saying everything, right? As well as them. As well, I also get the vibes that there are people around you that are wearing false masks, right? And not in a way of that they're being deceptive to use you or being manipulative or anything like that. It's just the fact that like they may be putting on a face, right? Putting on a mask to view as one type of person so they can keep you in their energy. And that's why you probably need to back off from some people. If you are single and you are dating multiple people or talking to multiple people, I would advise to take a little break from them and see what they do, right? See how their actions are, things they say to you, and that will clearly take off their mats, right? Then you can start to see like who's really for you, who's aligned with your core value, right? And you have heart-to-heart conversations in the back. So honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So even if you're in a relationship or if you're single, you need to express. You need to honestly say everything that you are feeling, get everything off of your chest, right? Because that will literally draw in this commitment. Like they probably feel the same way that you do, but they don't know they don't know if you do. So it's just this weird like mute session because nobody wants to say anything, right? So I feel like you guys may have to just sit and wait and see if they'll say something. If not, when I feel like they will come to you to say something, especially with the Wheel of Fortune, that person will say something, especially if you take some time off, to back off a little bit, and you take some time off of them, whether you're single or in a relationship, and they will come to you, and then once it's time for you to speak, you will communicate that clearly, okay, Gemini? Alright, Geminis, that's all I have for you for today. I hope that this resonated for you. If it did, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.